Welcome to the DIANT LARU Discovery training video. The first step is to connect the DIANT Jet Mixer low flow kit to the system. When we look at the valve, there are two positions. There's the inside and outside position. The inside position is for the waste line. The outside position is for the collection line. We then connect these sensors as a pressure transducer and also a temperature sensor, and we make the respective connections. The next step is to connect the lines to the syringes. On the left-hand side, we have SP1. SP1 is typically your aqueous phase. You make sure that everything is tight. There's knobs on the top that secure the top portion of the syringe. Then there's also knobs on the bottom that connect and secure the bottom of the syringe. And then the bottom tubing that's coming out of the jet mixer. This one is for the SP2, or your ethanol or solvent phase. Then there's a central knob that is used. As you can see, it needs to be disengaged, so loose, in order for this to operate or the syringe to move. Lastly, we want to connect the A2 pump. There's a lure connection. Once these steps are complete, the kit is fully installed and you're ready to operate. The next portion of the video is to understand the software settings. In the top left corner, you have SP1 with an LED light next to it. When that is illuminated green, that indicates that the pump is properly connected. Next, you have your syringe size. You can choose, for example, 20 ml, 60 ml syringe. Then you have your flow rate adjustment. Flow rate adjustment here is easily achieved with up and down arrows. You can position the cursor next to, for example, the far left digit, and then you can adjust that digit only. SP2 pump has similar setup where you have the LED on the left-hand side, which indicates proper connection and communication. And then you also have the syringe size. And then the syringe flow rate setting. There are two sensors on the system, PT1, which is a pressure transducer, and Temp1, which is a temperature sensor. PT1 is located downstream from the ethanol syringe, which gives us the pressure going into the DIANT jet mixer. The temperature one sensor is located just downstream from the actual mixing site inside the DIANT jet mixer, and this gives you the particle formation mixing temperature. Next, we have the A2 pump. The LED indicator on the left-hand side of the A2 pump indicates that the proper communication has been made to the pump. And then you have your flow rate setting as shown here, and you can make adjustments to the flow rate. In the lower portion of the software is a tab control. Particle formation is already selected. You have collection time in seconds. This is the amount of time that the valve is in the collection mode. And then you have waste time in seconds, and this is the amount of time that the valve is in the waste position. Initially, we suggest about 10 seconds for waste to ensure proper flow rates have been achieved. On the right side of this tab, you have your recipe settings. These here, you have up to 6 recipes that you can save and store. Each of them can have a unique name identifier. And then above the recipe selection, you have the last loaded recipe. and that just indicates which one was opened or clicked last. Load loads the recipe, and then if you make any adjustments and you want to change the name or you want to change any of the settings, click Save, and that'll automatically save the recipe settings for future use. There's also a Settings tab, and when you select the Settings tab, you have different options available. For example, the PT1 sensor 0, data export, status, A2 pump calibration, and limits. PT1 sensor 0, this here is used to zero out a new pressure transducer when connected to the system. It is important for when you add a new sensor to zero the sensor prior to running. The data export button here will send all data to a USB that's connected onto the side of the system. Status is used more to indicate proper communication. The A2 pump calibration, and this can be used for, on occasion, a calibration where we're just looking at a slope and offset to input based on the voltage that we observe. Pressure limits. So there's one pressure limit on the system, currently set to 50 psi. This can be adjusted. If you do hit a 50 psi limit, the system will stop. This is to protect the pumps and protect the various components on the system. And then you have to come to the settings screen and click the reset button in order to run the system again. On the bottom, there is a syringe pump and manual control, and this is typically only used for debugging and diagnostic purposes. Once you're ready, click Start PF. The initial waste time is set for 10 seconds. As you can see, the liquid begins to flow. And then the valve clicks over, and we start collecting our sample for 5 seconds. And that's it. You've made your first particles. We hope you enjoyed this training video. Please reach out to DIANT if you have any further questions.